should shake.
And welcome to Double Talk. I'm Mark Steffen.
You are?
I am.
How'd you get in here?
This is Michael Mandel.
I'm Michael Mandel. That's Mark Steffen.
We're the co-hosts
That's how we keep it straight.
of Double Talk.
We know our lines. We read our lines, even though we read them over each other, right?
Yes. And when we come right back, we're going to be tasting peach-flavored vodka.
Yes.
Peach schnapps. And what is this, Mike?
Peachello. Those of
Paulini.
you who've been to Italy know limoncello. This is peachello. And we're going to use some mint. The mint is lavender.
We're going to try some of this with it as well.
So
when we come right back, join us.
Have your own peach with mint.
Peach mint.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's
And we're here. Welcome to Double Talk.
You're still Mark Steffen.
I'm still Mark Steffen.
I'm at first Michael Mandel. I was going to say Markle Mandel.
Uh-huh.
We're the two M's, you know?
That's true. And we're going to have an M to drink.
Yes.
If you want to kind of call it a martini.
A peach martini. So it's M's peach martini.
Impeachment.
Day. That's the mint. That's the.
That's what we're
lavender.
celebrating this month, right?
I guess so.
Impeachment.
Well, we're celebrating the concept of peaching. So do you want to start with that, or do you want to talk? So we're going to use something we used we did this about a month ago with the peach vodka from Kettle One. Kettle One does a great peach vodka. It's peach with orange blossom.
Yes. This is our Christmas Hanukkah show.
Yes.
We do it. It comes around every year about this time.
Yes, except when we do our Easter Passover show, and that's a totally different thing. And then we do eggnogs. We did eggnog last week.
We did.
Those of you who saw it. So I'm going to do it as a nice, clean martini. I have an ounce and a half of the Kettle One peach and orange blossom
Into the shaker.
stuff. We're going to shake it.
With ice.
We're going to use Paulini's Peachello, which is the same company that makes, a lot of companies make limoncello. So Peachello, you can imagine.
You didn't buy peach jello in Walgreens, did you?
No, I bought it at Walmart.
You did?
I did. It was on sale because nobody knew what peachello is.
They were just sitting there getting
old.
old.
And I say, look at that great bottle. And they said, that's the same bottle as the limoncello, yet it's peach. So it works for a lot of things.
So it's been sitting in your cupboard getting old instead of on the Walmart shelf.
This is one of our most drunk out of things. You know, we're doing a lot of peach things recently. We did the Penn Dennis, if you remember that.
Yes, I do.
That was good. And we're going to use this lavender mint.
Mint?
Well, lavender's a mint, isn't it?
Is it?
Sure.
Lavender's lavender.
Oh, whatever. You don't want mint to
The
be
peach
Did
mint.
you see any drops coming out? Oh,
Yes.
there it goes. Okay.
About 8 of them.
Well, so we could shake this. Should we shake it?
At least.
At least once or twice. It's my favorite thing.
You like to make noise, so.
I like the fact that it doesn't always spritz in my face, and that's a mitzvah.
A mitzvah?
A mitzvah. I should say just a little shaking. You don't want to shake up the peach too much.
You can bruise it. Don't want to bruise it.
So you can make this at home because we won't let you in the studio.
No.
We would. What?
Nothing. Did you make enough?
Yeah, because we have to drink at least 2 drinks during the show, so we have to drink half of a complete drink.
We're just sampling. We're not drinking,
true.
we're sampling, we're tasting.
Yes,
That's all
we're
we do
tasting.
here.
We're tasting.
We do this as a community service to our viewers.
Yes, and did we talk, I guess last show we talked about the community service we did for you guys out there when we had a gin tasting with 61 different gins.
Yes.
We didn't drink them all though, but thank you to Rosa and Bob.
Yes, I taste a lot of gins I've never tasted or ever heard of before. They
Wow.
collect gins. I never knew anybody who collects bottles of gin.
I collect gins.
Strange bottles.
This is really good. I think the lavender modifies it.
I guess it cuts.
For you, it's a little sweet.
I guess it is.
It's a little sweet because of the peachiness of this.
But, you know, I don't really taste the bitters.
I think
the lavender
I think
bitters.
it sort of modifies it. I could give you a drop of bitters.
Well, bitter.
Bitters are better.
Okay.
It's a strong peach flavor.
I wouldn't want to drink this every day. But I'm happy to drink it now.
What do you drink every day? Just
Water.
Water? Do you know water is English for the word vodka? So
Wasser.
vodka. No, the water name for water in Russian is vodka. So you go to
Well,
a
they drink it
Russian
like-
restaurant,
they
you
drink it
order
like
water, you expect to get vodka. It doesn't work that way.
Hot and cold
know.
running vodka.
That's what we got in our house.
Well, W.C. Fields didn't like to drink water, because fish have sex in it.
I don't think he said that.
He did.
I think
Well,
he said, you know what fish do in
He
water.
said a little differently.
Yes,
what
because
they
those
do.
were the days of censorship. Unlike now, when we could say all sorts of three-letter words. like
on
run, see.
most TV shows now on cable, you can say the S word.
It seems that way.
I say it all the time now.
And they say the B word. Bull. It's a
B-
lot of bull.
And
I'm going to tell you what, though. Yeah.
so, hey,
Oh, we're going to do a little bit on...
what are you going to do about Christmas
Dinner.
dinner? You go out for Christmas or Hanukkah
what are
dinner?
we doing for Christmas dinner? Actually, this year we have to pick somebody up from the airport, so we're going to try to have Christmas dinner at the famous Old Stanton Hotel.
In El
We've talked
Paso.
about this. That has the Taft Diaz restaurant. And if I haven't hyped this enough, it's a cool little restaurant. They have a great bar. It used to be. We can tell them the recipes.
You could probably take the streetcar, the new streetcar there.
Yeah, if it went from the airport
Let's
down
go.
to Taft Diaz up to our house, but it doesn't. I think we'll use our car.
Okay.
So that's what we're doing. What are you doing? What's going on?
Well, I'm trying to figure out, what to do for dinner. I don't really celebrate Christmas. It's a thing for Christians, and
You're
I'm not really.
You're some honest.
My mother tried to pound Christianity into me, and
He
me,
couldn't learn a darn thing.
and me, my agnostic father, kind of balanced out the household there.
So to learn to be a Christian, they have to teach you how to read English? Because, to learn to be Jewish, you have to read Hebrew.
You have to learn how to read Hebrew, don't you?
Yeah, you
Well,
don't
it's
have to
part
know
of-
what it means.
You can't pass your bar mitzvah, right?
Nobody knows what it means. Well, people do know what it means, apparently, because it's a translation. All we had to know from 8 years old to 13 years old is what all the wiggles mean.
Oh, because somebody says, well, what does that mean in Hebrew?
There you go.
It don't mean nothing. It's Hebrew.
It's Hebrew. It means God did something.
It's
Because
all-
he's always doing stuff.
No, people who represent.
Oh, this is
God.
going to be let's see, luckily, all the religious shows are over now, right? So they don't care. They're not watching the alcohol show where people, subversively talk about God when they're worshiping alcohol.
No, but see, but even though I, not being the Christian type, I still,
Type.
Every year when Christmas comes around, I still kind of get involved with it just for tradition's sake.
Do you pine for it?
And I give
Based
Christmas
on the
cards,
tree, yeah.
pine trees, yeah.
Yeah.
And I give a little present to significant others once in a while.
How many others?
And
Where's mine?
with the cat.
Where's my present? Oh,
Your
you
Christmas present?
You give your cat free mice, as many as
Yeah,
it could
that's
eat.
right. And so, so we want to go out to dinner somewhere because
Lots of luck.
some places do a Christmas buffet type of dinner, usually kind of overpriced. But-
Well, you would say that any time of the day.
But they make
about
it-
any restaurant.
Like Double Eagle, I'm sure,
Oh yeah, Double Eagle.
will do a Christmas buffet
Because
dinner.
Double Eagle is usually a frugal person's choice
Yes.
any time of the year.
Well, last Thanksgiving we went to Salud, had a very nice Thanksgiving dinner.
Wow.
And maybe they're going to be doing a Christmas dinner. The Pulse didn't, told us who was doing
Pulse-
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, the Pulse
But they didn't print
tell-
anything about Christmas dinners.
I think their staff is on vacation or
So
gone.
now I have to call around town.
So
I bet
you-
Pecan Grill might do something. Who knows?
Oh yeah, probably if you want to take your chances there. But
Let's go winery maybe.
Do you do you swing towards ham or turkey or you know what I personally like?
Oh, what's that?
Veal piccata.
Veal piccata. Well,
Yeah.
not being one who eats red meat, as you know,
It's not red. It's sort of brown.
I will go with turkey or fish.
Ooh.
Now Alice, who
Fish piccata. There's a good salmon piccata at Olive Garden.
Olive Garden, there won't be open. I'm sure they won't be open on
They
Christmas
might.
Day.
They might. They're open.
Now Alice, who I go with, she has no
is that-
compunction against eating beef.
Is that your housemate?
She likes
Against eating meat or must eat meat?
she likes to eat meat, given the opportunity. She'll have pot roast or
Who wouldn't?
brisket or something
Who
like
wouldn't?
that. Me,
A good pot. Oh, that's because you're totally opposite.
opposites attract.
Yeah. And
So-
detract.
So we're looking
I
for
like
a place to go out to
I
eat.
never heard such religious stuff spouting from your lips.
What religious stuff?
I don't eat meat.
Christmas dinner? Oh,
Yeah. I don't believe in, what your mother said.
no. I outgrew going to church when I was about in the 8th grade,
Oh, that's because you were a husky.
and I finally,
You can only go to the husky section of the men's store.
I finally put my foot down and said, "Mom, I'm not going anymore. It's all yours, baby."
We never did that. We never, we didn't know. What'd you do instead? Play with
Slept
your
in.
mom? What time is church?
It's 9 or 10, I think. 9 o'clock, I think. Too early to get dressed up and then go to church.
Oh, we have to get dressed up? I don't
Awful.
remember all that stuff. I didn't go to church. I went on a different day.
And then on
But
Christmas,
I think we spent 3 hours there saying things.
I had to be in the Christmas pageants year after year. It was hideous.
Were you the end reindeer so that you could be whipped?
No, that's not Christian.
It's Christmas. That's not Christian.
Reindeer.
Reindeer.
That's Santa Claus.
Santa Claus. Who does he working for? Isn't he the messenger of Jesus?
No.
No.
He brings
I just
presents
don't
for all the
understand.
good boys and girls.
And who are they good according to?
Their parents.
Oh,
And the elves. I don't know.
and the elves.
Santa can see when you're sleeping. He sees when you're awake.
That's why I don't wear pajamas anymore.
He knows when you're good or bad. So be good, for goodness sake.
I don't know. Is that an admonition of some sort?
No, it's a song.
Is that part of your religious stuff that you had to memorize?
It's just as ridiculous, yeah.
It's equally ridiculous. Apparently, a lot of people seem to like toasted socks for Christmas dinner. That's what it looks like, right? You toast your socks in front of your fireplace, and
Do you hang your stockings by the fireplace with care? Well, in your case, fishnets, but
yes, well, it doesn't hold the heat as much. Gives it a nice breathy feel. So, what is that suggested? Is that a ham? It's hard to see. That's your classic.
looks pretty hammy.
What's that fruit? Is that a fruit cake or just a pound cake that somebody dropped?
That was the same fruitcake from
look
last
at
year.
that. That's the one that it has some kind of nuts on it.
That's a ham.
Yeah, the round thing with the little designs, but that's a pound cake. It looks like broccoli, carrots. Oh, there. And somebody's drinking peach schnapps.
I hope so.
Peach schnapps for Christmas. It's a thing to do.
Next to the fireplace.
Yeah. What's next? Oh,
Well, hey, this is not only our Christmas show, this is our winter show. This week, the first day of winter appears.
hence the jacket.
Yes,
the jacket.
on the 21st of December, the winter officially arrives at 11:19 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And it will be the shortest day of the year, I believe.
It always is.
Which always starts the beginning of longer days. And I would guess by now we are all hoping for the days to get a little bit longer. I know my gas bill is waiting for that.
Yes. So, well, it's been chilly, as it would be if it was winter. So I'm glad winter is officially here now.
Yes, get it over with. Shortest day of the year. Also, actually, this past Thursday it was announced in our newspaper that we use as the Bible of everything we say here.
Oh.
It was the coldest day ever in Australia, is what they said, because that's summertime. But did you read what temperature the hottest day? It was the hottest day. What the hottest temperature was?
How hot was it?
105.
105 degrees? We get that.
105 is basically called June.
Here, we get that just 10 days in a row.
That's nothing. But it's a dry heat.
Yes. Yeah, those Aussies, you know.
I mean,
don't
105
walk.
being the hottest, that's kind of weird. Man.
Imagine, though, if you were, a baby kangaroo in a pocket, a fur-lined pocket, you'd be pretty hot.
Fur line, but I don't know if they line them with fur. The furs.
They come that way.
Oh, kangaroos come.
Yes.
They have kangaroo jackets. Those are very expensive. Yes, you better get a jump on that before the sale's
Jump
over.
on that?
Sorry. Oh, we're going to take a break. Oh, what are we going to have for dinner? What do you eat? You going to eat salmon for Christmas dinner?
Turkey,
What do you think?
salmon,
Turkey?
something good.
Turkey, but not a very smart turkey, right?
I'm
You
going
need
to have to call
dumb
around
turkey.
town to find out what they're serving, if they are.
You're going to have to do that.
And
you
I'll
should
let
have
you
done
know.
this before the show, and everybody would have known.
No, well,
It doesn't matter. There's only a few places in town that you're going to...
very few places are open on Christmas Day, besides Denny's, Village Inn, and the truck stop.
Denny's, you can get turkey with the pancakes.
Can you?
I would hope so. Anyway, we're going to take a break. We're going to feed this tree some schnapps, and we will come back with a special Pinnacle peachberry cobbler vodka. You're looking forward to that.
That you can
He's
only
looking
see
forward
here
to that.
on Double Talk.
Yes.
You found us on Channel 98. Keep watching because we have so much in store for you. We want to grow together. Your channel, local and real.
If we want to improve America's healthcare system, let's start by improving the health of Americans. Despite the best doctors, hospitals, and medical advancements, Americans are not as healthy as they should be. We spend too much on treatment and not enough on wellness and prevention. We need a system based on primary care. When patients have a medical home and a long-term relationship with the doctor, the result is a longer, healthier life and reduced medical costs for everyone. Let's make America a place where health is primary.
Hi, I'm Ray Bamberg with Here on Earth. I would like to invite you for a free hearing evaluation to our office. We've been here in southern New Mexico for 34 years helping people hear better.
And we're back. This is Double Talk right here on the Las Cruces channel.
Part 2 of our peach experiments.
Yeah.
This is Pinnacle peachberry cobbler. So we'll see. We love this. I bought this 5 years ago when we did our show, and here that was an ounce and a half. We put it in.
Michael
first.
likes those sweetie drinks.
I like the drinks that offer you something of a little bit of surprise.
Uh-huh.
So we're going to use the peach schnapps, the Kuiper's peach schnapps, which seems to be readily available in town because it's sort of
it's about the only schnapps around, isn't it?
I think Bowls, B-O-L-S, does a schnapps. And somebody told me Kelly's had it, but I couldn't find it. Maybe they do have it. I'll go back and look. I'm using less of this than the Peachello because the Peachello is milder, and this thing has a little bit more of a, as we say in the old world, a zets.
What about the lavender bitters, Michael?
I'm good with that. And here's something you have to decide, Mark. We have this extra little bottle here, and this is the famous whipped cream flavored vodka.
Well, you're used to being whipped,
Yeah, and cream.
so you should enjoy that.
Well, we'll taste it first and see if we want to add it.
All right.
Okay, you thought you didn't have that much lavender last time.
Well,
We'll try it again.
I don't know which is
That's 'cause it's
stronger, bitters or lavender in that.
This is bitter. Bitter.
The bitter tears is Michael Mandel.
We'll just shake this up like that.
Okay,
Because it makes as much noise as the other thing. And
pretty much.
yeah. Oh, man.
What do you think?
I don't know. Do they have smell-o-vision? Here, that's got a great smell. Here, give me a taste test.
Okay.
Oh, you okay?
It's very peachy.
CPR?
Artificially flavored peachy.
Artificially.
I think so.
It's
yeah.
peach cobbler.
Cobbler.
That's what it says.
That implies carbs. You got crust.
Oh.
But,
You know, one of the good things about champagne,
Just in.
what's just in? 20 people watched us.
Just in.
Las Cruces Bulletin, Jess Williams wants to officially, all the paperwork has been processed. Thanks
To do what?
Richard Colthorpe. I am privileged to be taking over as editor of the Las Cruces Bullet.
What?
Jess Williams. He's the information director over at the
He's
county.
taking for Richard Colthorpe?
That's what you just said.
Man. Okay, well.
So I guess there's a job
then you're
opening
newsy.
over at the county.
Jess Williams? Yes. Maybe.
I'm applying.
Maybe Richard Colthorpe will take it.
Well, Colthorpe is the publisher and has been the editor.
Yeah, and he writes a lot of the articles and stuff. I was just having lunch with Mike Cook. He must have known at the time. So, anyway, okay, we're going to try this. We'll see if it needs any emendation. So this is Pinnacle Peach Cobbler with the Kuyper Schnapps.
Well, this is so sweet that no amount of bitters would help it.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah, that's like rolling sugar over your tongue.
You can almost feel the drills in your teeth.
Okay, here you go.
I think it needs more of that.
I'm going to try to save you here. I'll put it in here, get a little chilly. Give it a bit of a chill. You know, if you're ever in a bar and you don't like what they make for you, whine your ass off and tell them how to make it better. And ask them questions. Just like you're doing now, giving me a pain in the ass, just complaining about, you know, your little peach drink.
This is all about experimenting
Yes.
and sampling. So if you don't like it at first, we'll try again.
Yeah, and a lot of that melted ice goes a long way.
Well, it is slightly better.
It's a little better.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It makes
Okay, we don't want to say anything about. No wonder they don't. They must sell this as full bottles.
I hope they do.
Our producer's wife loves the salt caramel Pinnacle vodka.
We tried.
We
one
liked it. It was really good. It was good.
Salted caramel.
Salted caramel. It was good.
And
Maybe that's what we choose.
now you like to travel. You travel a lot. When you do travel, you like to stay in Airbnbs, don't you?
In fact, we do. Or VRBO, which is the same thing, except a different.
I've stayed in B&Bs. They weren't.
That B&Bs are totally different. That's like going to an inn where a ma and pa makes your bed and gives you breakfast in the morning.
Right. You don't get breakfast at an Airbnb?
No.
B&B means bed and breakfast.
It's an acronym. It's for Bob and Betty.
So they cost more than a B&B and you get less. Is that what you're saying?
You get an entire house to yourself.
Oh.
And you could have parties.
You mean the owners aren't there? It's not just you're renting out a room.
In the beginning, Airbnb was somebody's empty couch, but it turned into you rent a house, and nobody wants somebody, you know, breathing down their neck.
I've done that years gone by.
Yeah.
Just houses are available on the market. I remember once when I lived in Los Angeles, 10 of us rented out this house for the weekend up in Big Bear in the mountains.
This is before Airbnb came
Yes,
in. Yeah.
yes, it was. And so 10 of us all stayed there in this big house, and we had I won't say what we had.
And then when the owners came home, they just ran, right? That was easy.
Yeah,
They're
it's not
cheap.
like we were squatting.
They're
or
cheap too.
anything.
No, it wasn't that. Yes.
So
Okay.
you like to stay in B&B, Airbnbs.
Yeah, or VRBO, or
And yes.
homes.
Well, yeah, Airbnb is kind of an official term for.
It's a name of a
It's a
company.
company, right? That
Yeah.
runs these things, and these homeowners sign up.
Yep.
And they get on the register.
Oops.
And
Let me knock this off. Here, you just keep
are
going.
those,
Just keep going.
jingle bells?
Yeah. Oh.
And we have a rule around here that you're supposed to have your phone turned off when we recording on live television.
That's true. We have that rule, but
you
I don't
broke
see the
that
roll up
rule.
there. No, I didn't know it was on. I thought I turned it off for the last thing. That thing turned off. Probably got overheated.
Now,
Good thing most people turn off during the first commercial, so they don't see all this stuff.
if you stay in a hotel room here in Las Cruces, you pay a lodger's tax,
Yes, you do.
and that funds
It's usually about 12%.
Yes, that funds the Las Cruces Convention and Visitors Bureau. So far, Airbnbs have not had to pay a local tax, but they will after the first of the year.
You know, the same as Uber has run into things because they're stepping on some other functions,
Like taxi
money,
cabs. Yeah.
like taxis. Airbnb is stepping on motel and hotel things. They have to pay tax, so
So
do we.
Airbnbs are going to have to start paying tax in Las Cruces. The city's going to establish a tax that they're going to have to pay.
which is fine. Actually, there's already a state tax, and I think it's starting January 1st.
Yeah. So, and that will again go to help fund the Las Cruces Convention and Visitors Bureau.
Which advertises for us so that more people come and use our Airbnbs.
Yes, and that helps us also
In
pay
theory.
for the convention center and other things that we do to promote Las Cruces.
Right, little events. We have these country western things that the city pays for, even though we pay to get in.
Yeah, hopefully it pays for itself. But
You
it's
mean-
also a big commercial for Las Cruces.
Yeah, it works.
Even if the stars who come here don't really care much for being here.
They love it. Not a lot of crowds.
Yes. No, there's usually pretty good
Yeah,
crowds.
it is. To country western, there is.
Yeah.
Oh, so the point is,
Ronnie Millsap was here, and he had a big crowd. He couldn't see it, but he had a good crowd.
he could sense it, though.
That's right. He could hear us.
Yes.
And
What are we on here? Let me see.
over in Mesilla now on Christmas Eve. If you want to go out for dinner Christmas Eve, a lot of places are open.
You got to segue from the Airbnb. The thing about the Airbnb, if you have friends coming over, warn them about mice. No, warn them about the fact
Did you ever see
that might cost a little bit more.
Ever see any mice in an Airbnb? They could have mice.
Of course they could.
They could. And
no,
the weather's getting cold, so mice and rats, they want to come inside a warm house.
There's your segue, Mark.
And so you have to, now's the season for it. So you have to get mice traps, especially if you live in the country like I do. I see mice and rats out there almost on a daily basis. My cat loves to catch them, indoors and out.
Yeah. Good thing you're a little taller.
And it's something to look out for. Now, they can carry the hantavirus.
What breed of mouse is that, do you know?
That's a gray mouse.
Oh, how do you know? Oh, it's gray.
I want to tell you something. Walt Disney was not right.
They don't wear bow ties?
Mice are not cute.
Yes, well, look, I have a Minnie Mouse little bow on top of my head. Isn't that cute?
Yeah, well.
So I think what you have to do is tie little bows on your mice's head. And mouses.
Might look good on a mouse, but when it's on a rat.
I'll have to show you my... Looks a little rattier. Yeah.
So you have to be, because mice and rats can carry the hantavirus, which you don't want to get. That'll mess you up for life once you catch that.
So don't do that.
It is.
So if you see a mouse or a rat with hantavirus, don't kiss it.
Hantavirus tends to be in the northern part of the state.
Or have sex with it, right? Do you get it from sex and kissing? What do you get it from? You don't have to have sex
hantavirus?
with it? Yeah.
You get
proximity?
You get it from their dried urine and feces.
Oh, don't eat their dried urine or feces.
You breathe it.
Oh, okay. We got to keep moving. We just heard. Mesilla Valley.
We digress. Yeah. So, Christmas Eve in Mesilla is a wondrous thing to see. And you've been out there, haven't you, for Christmas Eve?
In the old days when you had to use candles instead of electrical bulbs.
There's thousands of luminarios.
Which are always fun.
We call them luminarios in southern New Mexico.
Yes.
In northern New Mexico, they call them
farolitos.
farolitos. Same thing.
But they taste the same.
And so Highway 28 is lined with them, and all the streets around the plaza are lined with luminarios.
Certain neighborhoods do festive things.
Right. Everything's open that night, so you can eat out then. If you don't want to eat out Christmas Day, you can eat out
It's very busy. It's very busy in Mesilla at the restaurants. If you're going to go over to La Posta,
and there's nowhere to park, really, because they don't want lights, just
car lights, so they keep them out of the center.
So you can't park around the plaza that night.
Downtown has the Hanukkah candles on December 22nd, which is, notice, 4:30, which is sort of when the sun goes
starting
down.
To get dark. They light the menorah.
It's starting to get light because it's right after the 21st, which is the shortest day.
So it's the second shortest day of the year.
Yeah, it always screws me up because Hanukkah is based on the moon. And New Year's resolutions coming up.
Rabbi Schmuckler will be officiating downtown at the plaza.
That's true.
Do you make New Year's resolutions?
Last year I made a resolution not to do that.
We'll talk about this next week.
Yes, when it comes closer.
But if you're going to make New Year's resolution, you should plan ahead.
Yes.
Give it some thought. You don't just randomly come up with something because somebody says you have to.
That's right. If you're planning ahead, go down to the Black Box Theater this weekend. It's got How to Deal with Your Family During Christmas by the famous author William Missouri Downs. Who's
an original play by a well-known playwright.
Yes. And Thursday night he gave a talk after the play, which you should go see if time worked backwards.
Well, I hate Christmas plays. I'm sorry.
That's why we didn't go.
That's why you didn't go.
So
That's why I won't be going.
We're going last night, I think.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, thanks for joining us. This is our second to last show of the year.
Second to last. Who knows? We never know when it's going to be our last show. We'll find out over the phone.
Our car wreck could make any show our last show. But,
yes.
Thanks for joining us on this show. We'll see you next week right here on Double Talk.
Have a peachy year.